In medical science, there is no condition more complex, more puzzling than autism. Autism is a developmental disability that typically appears during the first 3 years of life and affects one's ability to communicate and interact. It's a spectrum disorder, meaning it impacts different people to varying degrees. There is no known specific cause. There is no known cure. It is a lifelong condition. When Jim and Katie Tieterman got the news that their son Jake had autism, they were devastated. It seemed as if the doors to his future were shutting around them.
Around age, I'm gonna say 2.5, I was sitting in a play group and I realized my son didn't play. He was not making the connections that I saw other kids his age making. And I knew from my experience, I knew as a parent something was wrong.
While there is no cure for autism, there are therapies to help people with autism better communicate. Applied behavioral analysis, or ABA, is the only therapy proven to change the behavior of people with autism. Using ABA, a therapist would identify a behavior, determine why the child is exhibiting that behavior, and train them to adopt a new one. The therapist must go through these steps for each and every behavior. It's an intense and involved process, but it works.
ABA is where every behavior is labeled. So that could be talking, walking, going to the bathroom, giving something. It could be hitting, hugging. So it's positive and negative. And then you have to find the function of that behavior. So why is that behavior happening? Is it happening because the child's trying to get more attention? Is the child doing it because they're trying to escape something? So that you have to find the function. And then you're deciding what the plan is, what the treatment's gonna be, and then you either want to increase or decrease that behavior. ABA therapy should be individualized because every child has a different need.
The key to success with ABA is early intervention and consistency. Parents, therapists, and schools need to work together to ensure the child is receiving uniform therapy.
ABA is a therapy, but it's also a way of life. The parent needs to be carrying on what was going on during therapy. Same with schools. If a child goes to school all day, we need to make sure that they're following the same behavior plans, doing the same things.
Every day, every year, the child is going to make habits and they're going to make patterns that aren't functional in everyday life. The sooner you can change those habits, change those patterns, and start new functional habits, teaching them skills that they can learn, the better off they're going to be, the bigger advantage they're going to have in life.
After 18 months of ABA, the Tietermans are seeing a marked change in Jake.
Oh, ABA has changed Jake's life, and in so many ways. You're seeing gains each week, and that's amazing. Without ABA therapy, that wouldn't be happening.
I don't know where life is gonna lead him, but I know I've given him everything, every possible chance to explore everything he wants to be, to never feel like anything's out of reach.
ABA works only when qualified professionals are part of the plan and parents and schools are on board. It can be an expensive therapy, but it's also life-changing.
The biggest bonus of the autism world is there is so many parents that have been through this already and understand what parents are going through. So I would go and talk to another parent and most are willing. They want to help. It's a very isolating disorder, and so I would go and network with other parents, and you can get their experiences and get great resources through other people as well.
Sonnenberg Consultants is transforming the lives of children with autism and their families. These highly trained professionals use the proven principles of applied behavioral analysis to help kids with autism reconnect with their world.
That was funny.
Serving children in Wisconsin and Illinois, the Sonnenberg team delivers a truly individualized treatment plan to each patient and their family, and even helps them transition from home to school as they age. And it's working. Sonnenberg Consultants has an established record of success.
The mission of Sonnenberg Consultants is definitely to help as many kids that we can, but quality. To educate people and to show people the beauty of autism and to not change that child to what we want them to be, but to have that child blossom into what they really are. It's just they're hiding. The newest therapy that we're working on right now is equine therapy. And It would work on a lot of different things to help them from daily living skills. They could come and clean stalls and work horses and exercise them, feed them, teach them responsibilities, and then also to riding them.
For parents, an autism diagnosis is heartbreaking. They are overwhelmed by the challenges of raising a child with a condition that isn't fully understood. The Sonnenberg team understands this. They provide a flood of information and support, and most importantly, a pathway to a brighter future.
The team at Sonnenberg is phenomenal. They don't just come in and try to fix your child. They come in and they change your family. For my son, he's talking, he's communicating, he's social, he has friends. They've given him a future.
I have a possibility of a future. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna have a wife, 8 kids, 2 gerbils, 1 hamster.
Farah has worked with so many cases that her level of expertise has become second to none, in my opinion. She's a friend to all who need help, and the kids that come here, they're family to her too.
ABA has changed my life by making me into a better person, a smarter person, and a better communicator. I'm gonna get a job somewhere down in Illinois, a girlfriend, and someday a family. I'm gonna do things independently. Now I can, thanks to ABA.
The program was intense. We started with 15 hours a week, probably for the first year, and then we increased our hours to 35 to 40 hours a week a year later. The therapists are phenomenal. The programs are individualized, and the success is phenomenal.
Sonnenberg Consultants helps your family solve the puzzle of autism. Visit us online at sonnenbergconsultants.com.